What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night or good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. So it's definitely the night for me. It's another late stream. It's 10:30 where I'm at here in Kalispell, Montana. And we're doing the late night stream thing. I don't know if you've been tuning in the last week as I've been going live. And basically, my wife and I are expecting a baby any day now, any minute. And if my baby boy, my son here, doesn't show up in the next 24 hours or so, we're going in on Friday to be induced. So that being said, I think tonight what I'm going to do is play around with Adobe Fresco on the iPad, and we're going to have some fun, or I'm going to have some fun. I think we'll have some fun. I can't get the chat to work right now as I'm trying to load this, and I don't know if it's down for everybody or if it's not showing up. So I'm trying to get that fixed real quick. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to play in Fresco. Oh, turn chat on and off. There we go. I just turned the chat on. I hope it loads. Let's see. There it is. All right. Hello, everyone. All right. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you tuning in from? What are you up to? What's new? What's going on? All right, we got the chat working. Hey, what's up, Mallory? Thanks for tuning in. I see you. Looks like it's working. Yeah, so let's see. I'll leave this window up so I can see that chat roll. We're going to pull up the chat roll from YouTube. Before we get too far into it, if you guys enjoy what I'm up to, what I'm doing, would absolutely love your support. And one of the best ways that you can support me is just by hanging out, liking the channel, subscribing. Here's my website, derrickmitchell.com. I've got a few courses you can check out. You can buy those if you're interested in learning more of the tutorials about what I do. I even have some free tutorials up here. If you click on the tutorials, I've got a YouTube channel where I've got some pretty, focused tutorials where I go through and teach you guys some things. And then you can also join my newsletter right here. If you go to name, give me your name and your email, and I'd love to send you some freebies, as well as let you guys know when I go live. I send out a notification. So check that out if you'd like to learn more. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to start playing around with Adobe Fresco on the iPad. And what I'm going to do, just changing a couple things. All right, so get a drink of water real quick. So I struggle. I struggle to decide on names. All right, so I've got 4 daughters, and this next one will be our 5th kid. That's a ton of kids. And so, what's up from Mexico? Thank you so much, Louisa. And so I always struggle to commit to a name. Like I tell my wife, I'm like, I got to see it first. I got to see what it looks like. Does it really look like this thing we're about to name it? I don't know. And I drive her absolutely bonkers. So I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm in Fresco, and I kind of just want to draw a little bit. And I'm going to share with you guys on the inside track what I think we might be naming him. I've got a list of about 5 or 6 names that are contenders here. I don't know if we'll share them all. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where I was asking my wife, I was like, do we really want to share this? And she's like, yeah, you can share it with your people. I was like, okay. I love letting you guys be on the inside track. Another reason to subscribe if you're not already. So some baby boy names, and in no particular order. We're thinking about Zeke, or Zeke, kind of short for Ezekiel. That was one of them. I was thinking about Maverick. I thought that'd be kind of a cool name. Xavier, Xavier. Langston, Declan. Those are the ones that were keepers. Those are the ones that we're kind of still thinking of. We had a whole bunch. I don't know if you can see this. I've got a whole bunch of names here in my notes app. So one of the ways that I like play around with names and try and figure things out is I have to write it down. I have to like see how does it feel to write this name. And so I don't know. This feels insanely personal to be sharing this with you guys on a live stream. But thanks for being around. Thanks for being along for the journey with this. So here's some thoughts. Let's see. Got to figure out why this isn't showing up here. Just a second. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. For a long time, by a long time, I mean for like the last 2 months, we've been thinking about Zeke. I thought that was kind of a fun name. Zeke. Z-E-K-E. Thinking about that one. Thinking about Declan. And that's the traditional spelling, like that. All right. But I was thinking, because it looks like Declan to me, I don't know. I was thinking about Declan with a K, but I don't want to be weird. Like, I'm not trying to be a hipster and fancy with the spelling. Okay. I'm just like, that looks interesting. Plus my name, right? Not that it has to look like that at all. Like, I don't really care. But, the I-D-E-R-R-I-C-K. I was thinking the C-K here. I don't know. We were just like trying to figure out, like, what are we going to name this kid, man? It's a big deal to me, right? What are we going to do with this thing? So, Xavier? Maverick. I don't know. Again, I'm just throwing ideas out. Like, I don't know. I got to figure this out by like tomorrow. So feel free to jump into the chat. Let me know what you think. Any ideas? So what we're going to do, I think we're gonna play around with this one for right now. We're just going to play with it. All right. All right, let's just play around. Let's just see what happens. Let's get a color. Since it's a boy, let's play with some blue. All right. I feel like the stream I'm seeing on my screen up here is very far behind. Like way behind. So let me know if you guys can still hear me okay and if the audio and the sound are kind of synced up good enough. If there are issues, I'm also streaming over on YouTube and on Behance, depending on which platform you're on. So let me know how it's going. Real focused over here. It's funny. So when I was thinking about this name, it was kind of intentional because I'd honestly not really heard it at all. And I'm not that I'm trying to be like unique or trying to be trendy or anything. I don't know. I just trying to figure it out. What are we going to name this kid, right? And I was just thinking about this. I don't even know. I probably saw it on some baby name list, right? And it was funny. I was telling the guys I work with, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm kind of making it up as we go along. But I'm kind of thinking about the name Declan. And they're like, oh, you're trying to be trendy. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's like one of the hottest names of 2020 or 2021 or something like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? And they're like, yeah. And sure enough, it's on there. Like number 7 or something. Everything looks fine. Thank you, Louisa. Am I saying your name right? Is it Louisa? Louis, like more of a S or a Z? Louisa or Louisa? Anyway, so I thought it was funny because I genuinely didn't realize it was like a trendy name. So I had second thoughts about it now because I'm telling my wife, I was like, well, I'm not trying to be like super trendy. And she's like, well, I've never heard, not never, but I've almost never heard it. And I was like, well, okay, but maybe not now, but now in like 5 years, everybody's going to be named Declan. So there's that. I don't know. Okay, what I can't figure out, why is this not erasing the way I want it to? Super soft. Let's see. Hardness. Boink. There we go. How do I think... I've been doing so many different things lately with work. Everything from like designing websites and WordPress to designing logos in Illustrator to making brand collateral using Photoshop. And so I feel like my brain is trying to keep up with like which menu am I looking for right now? Like what am I working on?
There's something about you that caught my eye. There's something so true that sparks a light. And I don't believe in love first sight, but I can't deny this thing I found. I'm not saying that you would change my life, but what I'm saying is you make me come alive. I'm not saying that you are just my type, but what I'm saying is you make me come alive. Ooh, I'd rather be in this state of mind. Ooh, I'd rather be in this state of mind. You walk like a queen, you rule my mind. Nothing more to feel with you, I've done. And I don't believe in love first sight, but I can't deny this thing I found. I'm not saying that you would change. I wanna say something.
All right.
All that I see, you got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me.
If you're just tuning in, I'm getting super focused. So basically, I'm just kind of playing around tonight. My wife and I are expecting a baby boy here, and I always have to like see the name before we choose it, and I have to like write it down and play with it, and just kind of see if I like it. And so that's kind of what we're doing right now. I've got a few different names I might play around with. And that's just literally what I'm doing. So we're just kind of hanging out. Nothing too crazy. There we go. All right. Got some interesting music happening tonight. I don't like what's happening with this brush here. I gotta get this dialed in. Man.
I wanna say something, bud. You are all that I see. You got dynamite. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion. That smile's gonna be the end of me.
All right.
I wanna say something, bud. You are all that I see.
That's not gonna do it. I don't usually use the vector brushes very much. I don't really have a favorite yet. So I'll have to spend more time here dialing this in.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
All right. So, I don't know. I'm just clearly enjoying the medium of playing with Fresco and the brushes. Kind of just, I don't know, just having fun. Letting you guys look over my shoulder as I kind of play around with this. Yeah. What's up, Rodrigo? Thanks for tuning in. So, if you're new to the stream, first off, thanks for tuning in. Typically, I do a lot of graphic design stuff, Photoshop, Illustrator. I don't think I've done any InDesign on this channel yet. Haven't had any projects lately where I needed to do a lot of InDesign. A lot of my stuff lately has been branding, where I'm making logos or building websites instead of like documents for print in InDesign. Tonight, what I'm playing around with is, so my wife and I are going to have a baby here soon. Soon as in like literally tonight, tomorrow, I don't know, anytime. And I still can't decide on a name to save my life. Rodrigo looks like an awesome name. So what I'm doing right now, this is one of the names. Declan is one of the names that I'm considering. I love what it means. And I don't know. I like the sound of it. I think it's cool. Apparently so does everybody else. I didn't realize this till very recently that apparently it's like a trending name. I didn't know that. So I don't know. I have to see it. I have to play around with it a little bit before I commit to it. You know what I mean? I just got to know if I'm going to like it long term, right? Although all of my daughter's names, like I can't imagine them with any other name, right? I can't imagine it being anything else. And so I figured I'd use this opportunity to stream a little bit, share some of this with you guys, have some fun, and just kind of see what happens here. I don't even know why I have this camera on, because I'm like hunched down, hiding. It's all good. It's all good. So where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys watching from? Also, if you'd like to learn how to use Fresco, I do have some YouTube videos where I go into more detail about how to do it. Some of the different settings, some of the different fun things you can play with and experiment with. From Brazil. Thank you. Rodrigo says, I'm from Brazil and really like your work. I appreciate that. What's up, Vikram over on YouTube? Tuning in from India. Always good to see you. So this is a little bit of a different stream for me. Do you guys like the illustration stuff? In this case, it's Adobe Fresco. Do you guys have an iPad? Have you guys been able to play around with this much yet? Do you prefer some of the graphic design stuff that I do? Yesterday I worked on a brand for a friend. I worked on some logo stuff, packaging it up. It's been good. This right now is so... to me, this is so therapeutic. I've had some stressful work days where there's just been a lot to get done. I love what I do, but there's been some tight deadlines making sure we get it done. And so being able to just sit here and honestly, I feel like I'm just coloring like an adult within a coloring book. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like I'm getting away with something, just getting to sit here and kind of color and hang out with you guys. Rodrigo says, oh, you already said that. Over, Vikram. Thank you. Good to see you too. The hydration package design was good. Awesome. Yeah. So if you guys missed it, I went through and kind of showed basically my exact logo design process and how I package things up and send them to a client. So that actually went over really well. I sent that out this morning. And this might be my last live here for a week or two because once baby gets here, I know what to expect because obviously this is my first kid, but because I know what to expect, like I just know I'm going to be tired for a while. So we're going to pause on the live streams probably for just like a week or so. And then I'll come back into it full force. So make sure that if you haven't already, if you're on Behance and you want to follow me, make sure you follow my profile so you get notifications when I go live. Or go to my website over at derrickmitchell.com and make sure you're on the newsletter so you get notifications when I go live. Or on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, tap the bell, subscribe, all the things, and that way you'll get notifications when I go live. So the exercise I'm working on right now is 100% just kind of like wrapping my mind around the name. Louisa says it relaxes me to see the process. Awesome. I never know because two things. One, sometimes depending on how long I stream, the feed kind of gets behind. So I might say something and then like a minute later you guys will comment on it because it's not synced up in real time. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. So I never know, like if you're digging what I'm doing or if it's fun to watch or if you want to do something different. All right. So I'm just kind of playing around. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Having fun. Just for kicks and giggles. Let's do another name. Oh my goodness. It's already 11 o'clock. All right, guys. By show of hands in the chat, you guys get to help me name my baby boy. Oh, thank you so much, Vikram. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, I like the idea of Zeke or Zeke. I don't know. We've got multiple family members who have a name that starts with Z. So I don't know if I want this kid to have his own, like, unique identity. I don't want him to get like wrapped up in something else per se. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking here. So, okay. Maverick, Xavier. All right, new layer. So I don't know if you've been kind of watching what I'm doing, but I make a lot of new layers, and some of this carries over from the work I do in Photoshop. And just knowing that you can always go back and undo things, but as soon as you mash everything down together, you're kind of stuck when it comes to if you ever change your mind. So you'll notice that in my workflow, I have lots and lots of layers because it's digital and you can always delete a layer. And in theory, you're not going to run out of space. I don't know how many layers you can have in Fresco, but I'm assuming there's quite a few. All right, names. We've got Zeke, Maverick, Xavier, Langston, Declan. I was just throwing random stuff on here too, trying to get a response from my wife. Hugh, Dax, Davian, Sawyer, Donovan, Judah, Cash. There's this really cool meme. I wish I could loop it in. I don't know if I could loop it into the feed. I don't have my feed set up. But this guy was being funny. He was talking about like, why name your kid something basic? Why not name it something awesome like Broadsword? Or like, what was the other ones? He had some really funny names. We got Vincent, Wade, Gage, Oakley. All these are names that my wife said no. I'm just reading them to you because why not? Drew, Kenzo, Brecken, Peyton, Wilder, Maddox. Andre. There you go. Andre the Giant. You see my hard drive on my desktop, right? What's up, Volunteer Apps? You're the one that I emailed today, right? I got your email about the video game thing, right? That was you? It's been a long day. Lots happening. Lots of good things. Correct. Awesome. So, yeah, I super pumped about what you're up to. And I would love to be a part of that. However, currently I recognize that I have zero bandwidth. So we'll stay in touch. And maybe something cool will happen. I don't know. It could be fun, but I wish you the best of luck in the meantime while I'm getting my life figured out and figuring out what to do with myself here. All right, let's do another name here. Let's do Xavier, just because I like that one. All right. I need to update my playlist. This has potential. This sounds fun. All right. Uh-oh. Screwed some stuff up. Undo. Redo. There we go. All right. I could switch this up. We could jump into another app or something. I could have planned ahead and made something cool, but I'm just honestly screwing around a little bit and trying some things. All right, so we got 3-6. All right. I don't know why it's not letting me do it that way. All right. All right, new layer. All right. Thanks, Vikram. All right, we're jumping over into Photoshop on the iPad. Let's see what happens.
Why do I make things complicated? Why do I lose all my control? I keep on letting my bad habits make us both come crashing to the floor.
Actually, I want to see if I can bring this over just like this.
Feel like we're far apart. Dripping down new.
Love the colors, thank you. All right, I'm gonna jump over into Photoshop on the desktop. So all I did there, I was in Fresco. I suppose I should show you what's up real quick. There's probably a few ways to round trip this. So I was in Fresco and we were having a good time drawing on this document here. And then what I did is I hit the back arrow on the top left here. I don't know if I hold this up if that's helpful. And then I clicked on the little 3 dots next to the project. I don't know if this will show up on the screen. And then I clicked export as PSD. And then in my share options, I just swiped over here until I found the Photoshop app, which I already have on my iPad. I could have saved it to files too. So I did that, and then it opened up Photoshop on my iPad. And I was going to start playing with it in here. Totally honest with you guys. I don't play with it much on the iPad. And my brain, I don't know if I can keep up with it tonight. I'm getting tired. So we're going to jump over into Photoshop on the desktop. So just by opening it up here, what it did is it saved it as a cloud document. So then when I jumped over to my laptop, which it's already open, let me go back to my home. It shows up right here in my file. So I just clicked on it to open it up. All right, let's see. It's just zoomed in real far, I'm assuming. Command 0. Oh my goodness, zoomed way the heck in. That's cool. All right, so let's make some room here. Oops. Switching from a iPad Apple Pencil combo to a Wacom tablet keyboard thing here. All right, so now I'm feeling a little more comfortable jumping into Photoshop. Just move some windows around so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then also move my comments so I can see those also. All right, I think we're good. Cool. All right, so I'm going to grab this whole thing. I'm going to group it together. So we've got highlights. We've got, what is that? Oh, it came in 2 different layers. Interesting. Okay, vector layer. Call this the stroke. What's this guy? Is this the watercolor wash? It is H2O wash. And this is the background. And this, let's see. So let's just group these together. Okay, so that's everything. Whoops, that's not right. So now, all right, let's have some fun. I'm going to lock these. They're in a group already, but I'm going to click, shift click, right click. Let's link these layers so that way no matter which layer I click on, this whole thing stays together. Do a free transform. All right.
I'm no longer seeking validation. Tastemakers ain't gon' make us. Leave them wishing that they played it, yeah. Know they try to court you when you make it like they never even hated. Gotta keep the affidavit, yeah. Only way to kill them, keep it kind. You could catch these clips, but there is no malice. And no, I'm not a great, just give it time. But if you ain't got the grade, then your list invalid. Always been a gen, I'm 47 when I sizzle. Never been a baller, flow popping like twin pistols. Shot the lab rat, you got the captain, it's official. Why you worry about them honeys, they call us like soft tissue. Couple likes on the gram, oh you so poppin'. You niggas never left Harlem, bitch, I'm
Ooh, we got some rap music here. We're gonna change that. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Keep it clean. Convert to a smart object again. There we go. Okay, so what I did here, it's already a smart object. All right. Also, this music. I gotta find something else to listen to. All right. So what I'm doing right now, I'm using Spotify. And there's a playlist for Epidemic Sound music, and I've got a license to be able to stream and play Epidemic Sound. I don't even know what I'm listening to. Maybe the Pop 100. I don't know. We'll give this a try. All right. What are we doing? Let's see.
I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down till I burn out. I just wanna live fast, I don't wanna look back and say I could've done more than I did now. Sometimes it can be hard, yeah, it can be hard, yeah, it can be hard when you grow up. People fill you with doubt, you start thinking about what you're gonna do now. But we only got one chance and got one life to live. And it's do or die, gotta make it count, so lose your worries. Let your problems go on until my whole body burns out. I ain't never gonna slow down. I ain't never gonna slow down. I ain't never gonna slow down. I don't wanna waste time, I don't wanna waste time, I don't wanna waste time on fake friends. I just wanna get high, I just wanna get high, I just wanna get higher. Sometimes people will try to hold you back from being who you want to. Don't be questioning why, do whatever feels right, find your passion and fight. Cause we only got one chance and got one life to live.
Throw a drop shadow in here for you, Paul.
Only got one chance, got one life to live. And it's do or die, gotta make it count, so lose your worries. Let your problems go on until my whole body burns out. I ain't never gonna slow down. I ain't never gonna slow down. I ain't never gonna slow down.
There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. I know that summer was a big mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in what we want to what we want. There's a party downtown, we are drunk and the music's loud. I forget that
So right now I'm just kind of playing around with blend modes. I've got my move tool selected, which is the letter V on my keyboard for the shortcut. And because, whoa, uh-oh.
we couldn't keep our hands away from each other. Did you ever tell her?
Uh-oh. What was I even doing? So
I don't sleep much at all
blend modes
'cause you always
right here, end of the layer. I'm just playing with this brush layer I just made, just cycling through, just kind of seeing what different looks I get.
minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't,
It's kind of cool. I don't know if you saw how I got here. I was totally trancing out, just having a good time. So basically what I did was we have this layer that we brought over, right? And I hit Command on a Mac. I think Control on a PC would get you there. And then clicking on the thumbnail, it makes a selection around whatever pixels are on that layer. So once I have a selection, I'm able to define a brush. So I went up here to Edit, and then I went down to Define Brush Preset. And by doing that, it turned this shape into a brush. So if I come up here to Brushes, I can see it added a new special custom brush in here. Okay. So then I clicked on this, double click on it. What did I do? I was totally zoning out. I honestly don't remember. I got to this brush panel somehow and went to the brush settings. Okay. And then I went through and I added some shape dynamics and some scattering and some textures and all kinds of stuff. Just layered a bunch of stuff up to it. So then as I clicked on here, it just randomly scattered this brush around on a new layer. So anyway, kind of a fun little, I don't know if I'd call it a hack, but a fun little way to quickly add texture and a background element to a design and have it look kind of cool, honestly. So I'll save that. Let's... it's almost bedtime. It's getting late. Hope you guys are doing good. All right, so I am gonna turn this into an artboard here. I think, maybe. Right click, cool hack. Thanks, Vikram. We are going to make an artboard from layers. Boom. So now we've got an artboard here. Excuse me. And let's do some housekeeping. Good night, man. Hey, thank you for tuning in. What was I doing? Artboards. Ta-da. Okay. So let's delete this layer. Nope. Wrong layer. This layer. Maybe. Why is this not showing? Oh, geez. Breaking stuff. What is happening? Sorry. Let's see. If I turn this guy off, I move this up here. Well, that's not the way I had it, but... heck. Sorry, I'm trying to quickly I thought it would be quickly make an artboard from this layer. Right click, artboard from layers. Oh my goodness, what a hot mess. Just bring this guy down here. Oh, it's jumping things around. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, cool. There we go. What's this? Don't think I need those. All right, so we got an artboard here. I'm going to clone this over. Hold down the Option key and click and drag over. Or not. There we go. A copy. So I've got two artboards here with basically the same thing. What I want to do is experiment with some of this other stuff. All right, we'll turn that guy on.
You're a guilt trip, feeding me with all these lies. I feel sick.
I'm kind of coming at this a little bit backwards here.
5 years ago at some party in New York.
I'm not sure why.
To tell me that I'm shit. Why are you still going on about
I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better. Wrap me up in a sweater, treat my pain with a kiss. Then suddenly you are here, inside my head, everywhere. Where did you come from? I'm wondering, baby, are you made up of for real? Say, can you feel what I feel? 'Cause I can tell if I'm just dreaming. I wish I had a girl like you, and I wish you.
Okay.
6:30 in the morning, you wake me up to have a conversation and inform.
All right, let's see. I need another playlist. How about Stream Beats Lo-Fi? I bet you that'll get. Oh, that's gonna put me to sleep. EDM's gonna be way too much. We're gonna go for it though. All right. Okay, let's get some colors here. So I don't know if you can't see this right now, but I am signing in to, oh, it's not going to let me do it. I'm not a robot, I promise. Trying to sign into my Envato Elements account. But I'm not sure it's going to do it. Oh yeah, two-factor authentication. Not showing up. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, you know what the problem is? I recently switched from Chrome back over to Safari for some things I was developing. And the password's not in there. That's why. All right, let's see if this works. So we're going to search for clouds. I could probably do a sky replacement too with the new neural filters. Let's see. 3D. No, I don't want 3D. I want... Excuse me. It's time for bed here pretty soon. There we go. Clouds isolated on black. There's some video. I want... Ooh, Dust Boom Photoshop brushes. That looks fun. Look at that. That could be something we could use. All right. Downloading some brushes. Uh-oh. All right, let's add some. I just grabbed this mic like I really wanted to start singing into it. I don't know why. I just felt like the right thing to do. All right, scattering. Let's scatter it. Let's jitter it. Let's scatter it some more. Transfer. Let's jitter that opacity a little bit. A lot, actually. And then let's adjust the flow. Brush pose. What's that? Nah, we'll leave it. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're almost there, but I want it to rotate as well. Let's go to shape dynamics. Size, that's fine. Angle, yes, we want to jitter the angle. There we go. So now every time I lift up and tap my pen, it rotates the brush. Kind of changes it here a little bit. All right. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm honestly just totally zoning out, having lots of fun with this, just kind of playing. To be honest, in my day-to-day, like I spend so much time having to do somebody else's project. Sometimes it's nice just to kind of screw around with the tools and just kind of play with it. Honestly, that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing around with the brushes and the Wacom tablet, and yeah, no rhyme or reason, no agenda, just playing around and seeing what happens. So that got pretty dark pretty fast. Let's lighten it up again. All right. I don't know. This is kind of interesting. I have, just kind of playing around, seeing what happens. I'm going to define a brush with this. We'll go to edit, down to define brush. All right. And then we're going to make a new layer. Bring this down below stuff. Change this to multiply. We need to change the brush settings, shape dynamics. We're going to size jitter. There we go. Texture, dual brush, color dynamics, of course. We're going to jitter all this stuff. Transfer, sure. That might be too much. Okay, now all right, that got crazy real fast. I'm not even touching anything anymore. This might ruin the stream. I might have gone too far. All right, now let's back this off a little bit. I just realized I can't see my Behance chat. What's up, guys? Sorry about that. So, it's around. I have not played around with grunge styles in forever, like years. It's been a long time since I've done anything like this with all the crazy textures and rough lines and not really caring that my lines are straight, you know. That's kind of cool. I don't know. It's different. I like it. I'm digging it. Something fun. All right, guys. It's almost my bedtime. I can feel it. I hope you enjoyed the stream and had fun watching me kind of play around and be creative and not take myself too seriously and explore some new techniques and playing around with potentially naming my son one of these or a handful of others on my phone. I don't know. we'll have to wait and see what happens. But hey, we had fun making some very different, crazy things here. I like it. I'm digging it. Definitely a lot more we could do with this and have fun. I could do this endlessly, just playing around. But we're going to call it a night. All right. There we go. Declan, Xavier. I have a few others in here we didn't get to, but I like the style though. What I really liked about this project was just it felt more organic, starting in Fresco and basically getting it to where I had textures to pull from, and then bring it into Photoshop to kind of complete that by designing brushes and using them to scatter and get some interesting effects here that, you know, you wouldn't really come up on your own unless you let Photoshop kind of have fun with it here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I had a ton of fun streaming. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun too. If you'd like to stay in touch, be sure to check out my website at derrickmitchell.com. And check out the tutorials on YouTube. Check out the streams on Behance. I've got some courses on my website as well if you're interested in learning more about graphic design and becoming a graphic designer. And that's about it, guys. I am so thankful for you guys tuning in, and I will see you probably in a week or so. So stay tuned for more. I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys, thanks for watching today. I hope you learned a lot of valuable information, and I appreciate you sticking around to the very end. But before you go, just a couple things I want to remind you. The first is, if you haven't already, feel free to like this video if you can, depending on where you're watching from. Give it a thumbs up, or subscribe, or tap the bell, or give it a follow if you can. And also maybe even just copy the link up in the browser and share it with a friend, or post it to your Facebook page. I'd really appreciate that. But again, just want to say thanks for sticking around, and I'd love to continue going live as much as possible and helping you guys out. So the best way that I can help you is by you commenting on the videos below. I read those comments. I engage with them as soon as I can, if I can, when I see them. So if it's live, I'll try and answer you right away. If this is a replay, you can still comment on the video, and I go back and I read those. So I just wanted to say thanks again for watching, and let me know what you're working on. I'd love to help you out, and hopefully we will see you in the next live. And to be sure you don't miss it, like this video and subscribe and follow and do the things. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.